So what you've seen tonight is you've seen who we are as a company. You've seen the amazing things that we do for families with our amazing, pure, safe, beneficial products. And you've actually seen what's in it for you as far as the kind of compensation that's available and what this can do for your family. But the real question, which I know a lot of you are asking yourself, because I know when I first sat down and heard this presentation, I asked myself the same questions. And the question is, why me? Why should I get involved with this business? So in order to explain that to you, I want to take you back in time a little bit. And I want to take you back to school, at the end of your school life. So show of hands, how many of you can remember the time you left school, or you had a graduation or a leaver ceremony? So show of hands, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so how many of you would prefer not to remember your school year? Show of hands. Okay, yeah, can see we've got some of those. And how many of you are still in school or education or university? Okay, we've got one of those as well. Okay, well, let me tell you what happened when I left school. So I remember being in the big school assembly room, walking on stage to receive paperwork. I suppose if we were in America, it would be a diploma. I don't think in the UK it's done like that. But we were given something, maybe a certificate. And I remember when it was all said and done, we all took to the stage for a leavers photo. Everyone leaving. In a symbolic gesture, we all cheered for the photo with our hands in the air. And I suppose if we'd been living in the USA, this would have been where we'd have thrown our caps up in the air. We've all seen it on films. Yeah, and it was almost symbolic to the fact that one chapter of our life was coming to an end and now a new chapter was about to begin. And you know, when we left school with such high hopes, we had all these aspirations of what we were going to do with our lives, these incredible dreams we wanted to accomplish. We thought, my gosh, we are going to make a change in the world. We're going to leave a mark on this world. And I mean, we are going to go out there and make a difference. And we all left ready to take on this world that we live in. But then, you know, we get into our early 20s and reality starts to set in. We finish school and some of us go on to university, some of us don't. Some of us get degrees, some of us don't. You know, we get a job, we get married, we buy a nice house, and all of a sudden we have the kids, and maybe we have a dog, a cat, or a fish, and we start getting ourselves into debt. And before we know it, life just becomes normal. It becomes the same all of the time. And our dreams that we had, so those aspirations that we had when we left school, they slowly get pushed down deep inside of us. We have to wake up every day to the alarm clock. We are packing lunches for our kids every day, dropping them off at school every day, going to work, picking them up, making dinner, making sure they bath and do their teeth and do their homework, putting them to bed. And then we get up the next day and do it all over again. And the more we do that, the more our dreams get pushed down deep inside of us. And sometimes they get pushed down so deep that sometimes we don't even remember we had dreams at all. It's almost like we're that little hamster on the hamster wheel, running around and around the circle of life, but we aren't getting anywhere. So one of the sad things that I've noticed in my lifetime is that most people in this country die pretty much around the time they're 30, 35 years old. The problem is they just don't get buried until they're around 80 years old. And do you know what dies? It's our dreams. Our dreams die. Our hope dies. Our aspirations die. We no longer think that it's possible to accomplish those things, and we say it is what it is. This is the hand that life has dealt me. This is the way my life was supposed to turn out. There's nothing more for me than this. And we accept where we are and we forget about all of the dreams and the goals that we had when we left school because life has taken over. But I want to ask you a question tonight while you sit there on your sofa listening to this call. What if I told you that it wasn't over for you? What if I told you that you're not too old? What if I told you that you still had a chance, that there was still an opportunity for you to accomplish your goals and dreams? Would that excite you? Would you believe me? Because let me make this very clear to all of you that have seen me tonight, that have seen this presentation. This is a vehicle. Arbonne is a vehicle that will help you reignite those hopes and dreams and those aspirations that are lost so deep inside of you. It will give you a chance to reignite the things that you dreamed of and want for your family. It will give you a chance to create the time freedom and financial freedom that we probably always think about. It will give you the chance to spend more time with your kids, maybe travel the world, be able to buy that dream home, look after your parents, take care of your community, whatever it is that gets you excited inside. This vehicle will give you a chance to make that happen in your life. But in order to do that, you're going to have to make a decision. And some of you are thinking, well, I don't have the energy, or I don't want to change myself. And that's okay. This isn't for everybody. But there are some of you sitting here today who are tired of the rat race, tired emotionally, physically, mentally, questioning every day, is that all there is? Is this all there is? Some of you might be praying for an answer to your prayers. Well, this is your answer. You know, maybe you are tired of not having a voice in your life. And you know, deep inside, you were created for more than this, but you just aren't achieving it yet. Well, tonight is your chance to allow those dreams, those hopes, and those aspirations that you thought were dead to be reignited again. And for you to have a chance to make that happen. But it's going to take a decision on your part. And some of you might be sitting here right now and have goosebumps up and down your arms, butterflies in your stomach, tears in your eyes, and you are thinking, this is something that I want to be a part of. What do I do? Well, I want to encourage you. If that's you, I want to encourage you tonight to talk to the person who invited you onto this call as soon as we are done. And they will be more than happy to share with you what the next step in this process will be for you. And you know, you might be sat here thinking, you know, this is interesting. This really steered me up, but I still have some questions. And that's great. We love people with questions. So if that is you, I want to encourage you to talk to the person who invited you onto this call, get all of your questions answered, so you can make an informed decision about being part of this dynamic and growing team, and actually being able to reignite the hopes, dreams, and aspirations that you still have. And maybe some of you are sitting here tonight and thinking, wow, Danny, that's a great meeting, great information, I loved it, but the business is just not something for me. And I just want to let you know, we absolutely understand and respect that. And we know this business isn't for everyone. And if it was, everyone would be doing it. But we want to say thank you for at least coming on to this call tonight and sparing 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and having to listen to what we are all about. But what I'd like to ask those of you who feel this way is that now that you've seen what goes on in our health products that we use, the toxic chemicals that many of you probably have in your own home, now that you understand that, why go back home and continue to put that stuff in and on your body? I want to encourage you to talk to the person who invited you tonight and try some of our pure, safe, beneficial products, and at least get your family on the road to total health from the inside out. So I just want to say thank you guys for being here tonight. We're so grateful that you've come onto the call to hear what it is that we do. We hope you have moved. We hope you were moved and inspired. And please talk to the person who invited you tonight and let them know which of those categories best describe you. And they'll make sure to move you in the right direction. So have a great night, everyone. And I look forward to talking with some of you who want to be part of our team in the near future. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.